I'm Seth at Milquetoast, and I thought I would talk a little bit about a time when I was recording and used cassette tape for an effect that I was trying to go for instrumentally. There was a song we were working on a record where my instructions were to get a sort of a dreamy, nostalgic sound at the end of the song. And so trying to find a creative solution to the problem, I wanted to try to create an instrument that I didn't quite have, which is a Mellotron, which uses tape samples of flutes and strings and wind instruments of all kinds. Not having one, I had also just purchased this Baritone recorder, which I was teaching myself to play, and I was looking for an excuse to use that in a recording. However, I wasn't very good at it. So what I decided to do to make the Mellotron sound was use my cassette 4-track as a sort of intermediary and to color the sound. So I played a grouping of notes into each track of the Tascam 4-track right off my recorder, like so. I tried to get a really low one because it's a low recorder. I still have trouble playing it, as you can see. And so I assigned the different notes to the different tracks. See, maybe I can play them one by one here. So there's the lowest one. You can hear how I'm breathing. And there's another one. And so you see I'm just building a chord of really wavery notes there. And some of the sounds that I associate with the Mellotron is the waveriness. You know, as the tape heads get old, a lot of there'd be this wobbliness to it, and also there'd be a little bit of tape saturation. I think of the intro to Strawberry Fields by the Beatles as being sort of the touchstone for this kind of flute sound. Another useful tool on the Tascam 4-track is the pitch control knob, which allows you to speed up and slow down the tape. You see here, you can see the pitch control knob, and it's pretty easy, and I'm not sure exactly how much it does, but you know, what it allowed me to do on the recording is to get a whole range of chords, and by taking certain notes out, you know, I can make a whole combination of different sounds and chords. I was able to you know, get minor, major intervals and everything I needed to address the chord progression that I was dealing with. I should mention it was a trial and error process, and a lot of error involved. But I eventually ended up finding some tracks I liked and dumping them into Pro Tools. So after I had worked with recording my baritone recorder into the 4-track and had my takes ready, I just recorded those into Pro Tools so that I could mix them in with the song. So they ended up sounding like this. As you can see, they sound kind of wavery and out of tune. So that the pitch bending that you hear is me actually controlling the pitch control of the Tascam 4-track in time with the chords of the song to adapt the chord tones to where we were in the song. Now that I had my tracks in here, I just had to mix them in, a touch of reverb, a little bit of auto-tune where I had drifted a little too far on the pitch control, and it fit in quite nicely as a fake Mellotron.